Hi, my name is RandomHexii. I'm a brand new Chanceman account. I was inspired by the likes of Alonescape, Maclay, and Tree Yo-Yo, who have all also done Chanceman accounts. I tried one before and didn't record it. It was kind of a failure, so I'm hoping that by recording it, I get some career luck and maybe get this account to do literally anything. Let's go! So, while we get started on our thieving journey, I will explain to you what a Chanceman account actually is. In essence, it's a Bronzeman account combined with the biggest game of chance you'll probably ever play. Bronzeman mode was a creative way to play the game, where you needed to unlock items before you could use them. For example, by getting them as drops from NPCs or through dialogue. We are going to combine the Bronzeman mode with a big wheel of chance. Every time an item drops, we spin a big wheel and get another item. We don't actually unlock the item that dropped. Instead, we only unlock the item that landed on the wheel. Since there are a lot of items that you can get in RuneScape, including things like one-dose potions, late-game weapons, and very random clue rewards, it's actually quite difficult to get an item that you need. Very basic items like runes, arrows, weapons, but also things like hammers, knives, and buckets, items that you'd really need for clues, are all kind of off the table until you've unlocked them. Since I am very clearly a professional YouTuber, I accidentally apparently missed my very first unlocks. You can see them on the screen right now. We got a Mind and Air rune from the Magic Tutor, and they got us these two unlocks. So we're gonna walk ahead a bit. We're grabbing a training sword from the melee combat tutor because we don't have any sort of weapon. And then we're going to talk to the woodcutting tutor because he can give us a bronze axe and a tinderbox for 2 more unlocks. In this case, we are going to get an opal necklace for the bronze axe and a black kite shield, which is sadly not one that we can buy because it's a clue item. Next up, we're head to Fred the Farmer, who is currently in Halloween mode, because that's when I filmed this. He has a quest for us called Sheep Shearer, where he wants you to shear his sheep. Most people would probably grab the shears off of the table there, but if you keep talking to him, he actually gives you the shears. And there they are, and we get soft clay. We're gonna have to kill a lot of creatures on this journey, because a lot of them have very unique drops, but we're starting out with a Goblin here, who gives us nothing but bones. Oh no, a hammer as well. We got a cooked La Rupia for the bones, and a rune square shield for the hammer. Meanwhile, we've killed a chicken. Raw chicken gives us oak leaves. And the feather gives us a mire snell. Okay. We picked an onion for a warrior icon. I don't even know what that is. We picked some wheat and we get an earth talisman? No, a blood talisman. Here's a potato field. So we got an unfired pot lid by rolling a potato. Now that is actually something we could make with that soft clay. Let's keep picking potatoes. Killed another goblin for some body runes, and we got pirate leggings. Alright, we're done picking potatoes because we got the potato seed that you can get from picking potatoes, and we got that for an Inquisitor's Hauberk. So here you can see the whole drop table that goblins have to offer us. Not every goblin has the same drop table. It depends on their level or whether they're wearing a weapon. It's kind of odd. That applies to multiple monsters, but in general they share a lot of the drop table. So what you're seeing right here is I've gotten 5 out of the 36 possible drops that goblins have to offer us. Running a bit low on HP here, so let's move on. You can go in this field here and pick a cabbage. 4. Pyrophosphite. I forgot to do so earlier, but you can search a chicken coop for an egg. And you can pet a dog, of course. Never not pet the dog. We unlocked the Piscerilius head by rolling an egg. Alright, here's a new rule in the account. Every time we see an imp, we gotta kill it. Because they are everywhere and they have a big drop table. Hey, strength level 3. I'm gonna disable the level up interface. I'm sorry, I know people like it, but it's so invasive. I know it doesn't really matter for imps, but for bigger enemies I'd rather not miss an attack because of a level up. First imp kill, we get cheers, which we already have from Farmer Fred. Oh well. But we also got Fiendish Ashes, which imps always drop. And we unlocked Iron Bolts. That could mean rangings in our future. This time we got some stuff. We got a Mind Talisman and an Ensouled Imp Head. The Ensouled Imp Head gives us a Revenant Cave teleport. Cool. And something else, but then I opened a chat interface with Barrack. One sec. Agility Mix 1. We bought some fur off of Barrack, and we got a Thamaran Scepter. Ow. Ow. What does that mean? Augmented? I'm not familiar with that weapon at all. Thamaran Scepter. Back in Lumbridge, we've trained our thieving to level 5, so now we're gonna steal a cup of tea. Which is another unlock. 4 Thorax Hammers. Now we're gonna stay here at the Thief Stall and gonna try and train our thieving up to a higher level. So here you can see an overview of the stalls that we can steal from. Currently we can steal from a vegetable, cake, tea, crafting, and banana. Monkey stall. Oh, thieving level 7. Farmers and citizens only give money, but ham followers drop a fair bunch of items, even though they are annoying to pickpocket. So let's keep training this thieving until we're at a level I'm happy with. So we're attacking some dummies, gonna get some attack experience. It's the easiest way to level up attack in this early stage without doing quests. Attack level 3. Attack level 4. And a combat level 5. Attack level 5. And this gives us something else. You just completed the Getting Started with Attack. Speak to Adventurer John to claim your reward. So we've enabled adventure paths, basically acted like we're a complete newbie in RuneScape. Well, to a certain degree, we are. I guess there's always stuff we don't know. Adventurer John rewards you for getting certain level milestones. So for all the combat styles, he rewards you at level 5, 10, and 20, I believe. You can talk to him to get some free items. So we'll be chatting with him soon. Attack level 7. And attack level 8. I'm gonna try trade Lowe's to see if he has iron bolts for us. He does not. I'm going to make my way to Ardougne by using the lever here in Edgeville to go to the wilderness, and I'm pulling the lever again to get to Ardougne. One day we'll be able to catch these implings. Alright, we made our way to Artie, and we are going to be enjoying some fresh delicacies. The baker stall here in Artie has a spot where you'll never really be caught by anyone, and you can keep stealing from the baker stall. We've stolen a bread, level 9 thieving as well, and we get Runite bolts. Again, is arranging in our future. We also get a Mystic Smokestaff by rolling a cake. Now these are the only 2 items we can get from here. You can see that the chocolate cake slice in my inventory is edible, or well, usable rather. That's because it's an untradeable item. As soon as a cake has been eaten from, it's no longer tradable, which I guess makes sense. I guess I wouldn't want a half-eaten cake. Level 10 thieving. But anyway, because it's just a slice and untradable, it means that that's actually a source of food for us for the foreseeable future. It might be the only source of food we have for a while. So let's drop everything except the chocolate slices. Thieving level 12. Thieving level 13. Thieving 14. Thieving 15. And that's my cue to head off and do something else. I'm gonna attack this man. No, I'm gonna attack this imp. The man was not being attacked because I had it set to pickpocket. So we're gonna be training strength for a while because I feel like that's probably the most beneficial for me at the moment. Since we don't have a weapon that we can equip. Oh right, let's talk with Adventurer John and claim some items. So we got a steel longsword from him, and for that we got a felling axe handle. Again, not the most useful at the moment, but a roll's a roll. We just killed an imp for a red peat, and we get an elven top, which, as the name implies, comes from the elven lands, which are very, very far in the future for us. I tried pickpocketing some farmers since I thought they would give us like farming items. Quickly realized they only gave money and ran off again. There's some dude here with a cannon in Lumbridge. I don't know what that's about. But let's hope I can get some goblin kills in without him murdering all the goblins on the spot. Here's an unlock. We got an air talisman for a Zamrak full helm. We just got another Adventurer John. So let's talk with him right away. We're so close. What do we get this time? Got trout. Oh, we get so much stuff. Alright, we get a Zamorak monk top for rolling trout. A Cecilia's cap for leather boots. Musketeer head for leather gloves, and an unlit bug lantern from the Strength Potion 4. So out of these 4 items, the Zamorak monk top is something that we can eventually get once we're a little stronger. And the unlit bug lantern is something that we can buy once we have some money. You can just buy it off of a Slayer Master, so we'll definitely be doing that. Another unlock for Goblin Mill. What do we get? Some potion. Anti-Venom 1. We just got a chef's head, and we unlocked the tackle box. No, not the tackle box. Lava Staff upgrade kit. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, and some water runes for a Zamorak page. Zamorak page 4. Defense level 2. I figure getting my defense up a bit will make these goblins less murderous for me. We got a beginner clue, but also earth runes for a Ring of Nature. Let me check out this beginner clue and see if it's doable. A lot of steps won't be. Charlie this rampant Varrock. I'm just gonna immediately drop that because he needs me to find some items for him, and I have none of those items unlocked. Defense level 3. We have 10 items unlocked from goblins right now. I'm just looking at the chances of getting anything else. Oh, we just got a bronze square shield. Was just looking at that for a ruby necklace. Hit points level 11. Defense level 4. Panic at the Outgrab Mine. That's actually doable. Let's make a separate stack for that one. Defense level 5, and that's another Adventurer John. Also another unlock. What's that? A jade ring for getting an unsold goblin head. Let's head over to Adventurer John and see what he got for us. Alright, some steel items, wow. Steel Medhelm got us an emerald amulet, nice. And a steel kite shield got us a smoldering stone. Now I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon. Defense level 6. Oh, we got a goblin book. Oh, I thought this was gonna get us a steel sword. What is that? Mokaito Waste. Alrighty. A roll's a roll. The first time I played RandomHexii with a single eye, it took me so long to get the goblin book. I think I had to go over 200 goblins to get it. It was ridiculous. Let's try some ranged. Hey, a brass necklace. For some roots. Maple roots. Defense level 7 and range level 3. I forgot to mention that. Defense level 8 and an easy clue scroll. That's a doable clue. We got a bronze spear. We unlocked a wizard lizard. Defense level 9. I decided it was time to switch things up, so I've grabbed the 2 clue scrolls that we're able to do, and I'm gonna pickpocket some ham members. Immediately get a ham shirt for a bucket. Oh my god, that's actually so good. A bucket is needed for so many quests, and it can hold stuff, which are other unlocks. Got distracted, went back to killing goblins, and we got a beer for a grimy torstal. Now the chance that we'll get a grimy torstal is extremely low, but being able to pick it up will be really nice. Defense level 10 and another Adventurer John reward. We get a steel chain body for a red headband and steel plate legs for an ancient totem. That'll be good once we get to revenants. Strength level 6. We get a pot from an imp for a dragon plate body. Strength level 7. And bronze bolts. For, was it tuna potato? Tuna potato. Back at the ham members. Immediately get blown in the face. We get a steel dagger. Or a polar camo top. Alright, getting a bunch of unlocks here. Red Dragonhide Chaps Tea from an Iron Axe. Baked Potato from an Iron Dagger. Limestone Brick from Raw Anchovies. And an easy clue scroll that I can do. Topaz bolt tips from an uncut opal. And Super Combat Potion 1 from Cowhide. A Holy Blessing from a Steel Arrow. We just got dust by rolling thread. Thought that was ashes for a bit. Ruby bolt tips from iron ore. We got some coal for a blighted manta ray. And steel pickaxe, we got a Team 20 cape which we can buy. I'm here, I'm buying a Team 20 cape. That's very cool, it's our first cape. Get the Shazian scarf. We are in Falador to buy some drinks because they have 3 of them here that you can acquire through dialogue. We just got a Verex Brassard 0 from Asgardian Ale, the Zombie Head from Withered Mind Bomb, and Onion and Tomato from Dwarven Stout. I don't... how did... I mean, I guess you combine onion and tomato. Let me just check that real quick. I'm starting the Witch's House quest so that we can grab some leather gloves. We got Swamp Bark legs for rolling a needle. And I forgot we already got the gloves from one of the Adventurer John rewards, so there's that. Went to Borthorpe to talk with Turiel here, because we got the bug lantern unlocked. What else could I buy? We just bought the unlit bug lantern, and are also gonna ask for our first Slayer task monkeys. Alright, cool. And we got a bloody bracer from that bug lantern, which I believe is something we could buy in Darkmire, so not anytime soon. We just pickpocketed some logs for a banana sapling. And bronze arrows for Verex flail. And a Grimy Marintail for a volcanic whip mix. Earth Tiara from a leather body. And bread dough from a bronze pickaxe, that's really neat. We can start cooking training. We can get bread dough from imps, haven't gotten that yet, but we can. We just got a bucket of sap. And a mystic fire staff. Oh, I really hope that was a normal fire staff. A mystic fire staff from a Hamhood. Just killed an imp for a ball of wool and we got an agility potion 1. We just pickpocketed a bronze dagger for a swordfish. Oh, that... we might be able to buy that. That's great. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? And we pickpocketed some ham boots for Mystic Gloves Light. We have 4 doable easy clue steps, so I'm gonna try and do a clue. There's a casket. Ooh, 4 things from there. That's really nice. What do we get? Ensouled Goblin Head from Purple Sweets. Mithril Kite Shield from a Black Blade Body. We can get that. Emerald from a White Firelighter. Likewise, we can get that. Dragon Defender Ornament Kit from a Black Axe. That's a clue item. But that Mithril Kite Shield, that could be really good for the account. That's some really nice defense. Let's buy some Woad Leads while we're in Falador. For some roast bird meat. We just killed a giant red for some red meat. And we got a plank. That is actually so good. And we still have these 2 left over. Now we got a bunch of unlocks done, and I'm really tired of walking everywhere, so I'm gonna do some agility training. I'm not gonna bother you guys with that, I'm just gonna do it. I'll show some level screens in the next episode, but for right now I think this is the end of this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next episode. Take care.